Well, thank y'all so much for coming. So we're going to kick this off the right way. Everybody hold up your drinks. Cheers. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight's going to be a fun night. We really appreciate everybody being here.
I love you.
Cheers. I love you, buddy.
This is the Big Bad Boot.
We're siblings who explore spooky and scary stories, urban legends, tall tales, and true crime, all located in this crazy state that's shaped like a boot. A podcast about the weird state you wish you were from.
Hosted by the weird siblings you wish you had.
Wow. Y'all are here for
crap.
us?
I am Britney Spears. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Is this how she feels all the time?
There's a producer next to
Oh,
you.
hi everyone. This is Mallory down here. Everybody give it up
say
for
hi, Mallory.
Mallory is one of our wonderful producers, and yes, tonight is being recorded for our podcast, so
if a joke lands, laugh loud.
and if
please.
it doesn't, laugh anyway. And if you ask a dumb question, it's recorded forever, but that's okay. So yes, tonight is a live episode that we're recording, so you will be able to hear this episode on Monday at 5 a.m. on your feed from the Big Bad Boot. Who already listens to the Big Bad Boot?
Yes. Wow.
Caleb, that's wild.
I can't believe that many people like us.
Which, by the way, hi, I'm Katie.
And I am just not. I'm fighting every bodily urge not to just chug this double JUCIFER because it's so delicious.
Well, thank y'all so much for coming. So we're going to kick this off the right way. Everybody hold up your drinks. Cheers. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight's going to be a fun night. We really appreciate everybody being here.
I love you.
Cheers. I love you, buddy.
Oh my God, that's good.
So for those of you who haven't listened to the podcast, or you are here at Gnarly Barley for the first time and you're like, what in the actual heck is happening? I have no idea what this is. We are the Big Bad Boot, and we are a comedy podcast all about Louisiana folklore, true crime, spooky, scary stories, anything that we find interesting. I'm Katie, and I co-host it with my little brother Caleb, who is not my twin.
I'm 6 years younger, obviously.
Everybody thinks we're twins, which makes me feel wonderful, because I am 6 years older than him.
I'm younger.
Thank you. But we're so excited to be here tonight because Gnarly Barley holds a special place in our hearts. They have supported us from day one. This is where we had
Literally
our
day
launch
one.
party. If you were at the launch party, give me a hand clap.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, so that means people who are here are new listeners. Has anyone never listened to the podcast before, ever?
Aaron, put your hand down.
Never?
All right.
Okay, gotta hope we're funny. Okay. I promise it's gonna be probably a lot more funnier on the normal podcast, but we're gonna do our best. Okay?
And everyone
so
who
let us
has
know.
not listened yet, viewership and downloads are the lifeblood of podcasts, and it's absolutely free to all y'all. So
Yes.
that's how y'all support us.
All right.
We want to quit our day. Well, I might want to quit my day job. I don't know. I might want to get famous and
Help
just be a podcast
me pay
host.
my mortgage. Please download these episodes. It is
She just bought
completely
a
free
house.
for
She's
y'all.
poor. Help us.
So Caleb, what's been going on with you lately in your world?
Fielding off hate comments.
Did y'all see that on our Facebook page, by the
Y'all.
way? Boo!
Yes, boo. Can we make that normal, booing people in public?
We absolutely
Boo.
can. Boo.
The hate comments have been insane, and I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense. For those of you who aren't familiar, every now and then we have videos that go viral on social media, and every now and then we'll get one that just attracts a lot of unnecessary hate, and I recently professed my love for the comedians Jack Black, who is
Right.
beautiful and amazing.
Yes. Thank you.
And Theo Vaughn, who is a Louisiana native and a comedian who is also beautiful and amazing. And you would not believe the number of people who commented the craziest things towards me on this Facebook post, but we had a little fun with it.
Towards you.
Towards me
And,
specifically.
I am little brother, but I'm always protective over this one, obviously. So it was really hard for me to watch all these people come at you because I will say, it was a lot of old men, and they were very comfortable coming at my sister. I don't get it. I don't understand. And I don't want to offend anybody. I know a lot of great old men, but I don't know what gives these old men the false confidence to walk into a building and like act like they built it with their own two
Well,
hands.
some probably did. We didn't help build anything.
But still, like,
yeah.
calm down, people.
Well, you popped back at somebody.
Oh, I did. Okay, so this one man, right? We'll refer to him as Peepaw. So Peepaw commented, and he was like, clown emoji, clown emoji, clown emoji. This generation is so stupid, I can't wrap my head around it. We're going to hell in a handbasket. So naturally, I replied back because I'm what? Petty.
Yep.
I get it honestly. I get it from my mom.
You're petty boop.
100%. So
Petty white.
I reply back and I was like, that's great, Peepaw, but at least I don't have to call my grandchild to convert a Word document to a PDF. You know what I mean?
And then he said something.
Oh, it gets better.
Okay.
He said, oh, I can do that actually, but I bet you can't calculate distance. I'll wait while you Google it. First of all, I can't.
You can't. First
Because
of all,
there is
we
Google.
can't.
But Katie, ask me why I cannot calculate distance. Ask me.
Why can't you calculate
Because
distance?
I am not Lewis, nor Clark, nor Sacagawea. I am not out here trying to map the new world. I am an insurance professional by day and a co-host of a podcast by night. The only distance I'm trying to calculate is the distance between this double JUCIFER and my mouth hole.
Okay, I'll cheers to that.
Like,
I'll cheers
right?
to that.
Like, get
Yeah.
out of my trailer park. What I look like calculating distance.
No. I
Touche,
appreciate you
people.
clapping back. I appreciate you clapping back because every now and then I get exhausted, but Caleb always comes in and, like he always does, with the funny quips and the funny comebacks, just like he does on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, don't come for me because I will read you for Phil.
We won't be doing that to anyone tonight because we all love you so much because you're here. We will come wash your car. We'll do your laundry, whatever you need. Thank you so much for being here.
As long as they download.
Yeah, please, just download.
As long as they download.
I'll watch your kids for exactly 1 hour, or your dog exactly
I'll
1
dog
hour.
sit.
Yes. So are you ready to get into it? I think let's give the people what they want.
Come on, let's go. I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay.
All right.
So for those of you who have never listened to an episode of The Big Bad Boot, welcome. We're glad you're here. This is a safe space. But every episode we tell a story about Louisiana folklore or true crime or anything spooky, ooky, megalamooky that we love about this state. And so since this is our first live episode and since this particular piece of Louisiana folklore is very near and dear to our hearts, it's our literal tagline. Tonight, we are going to learn about the Rougarou.
Whoa! Katie,
Okay.
I am so excited for
Okay,
this.
who has no idea what a Rougarou is? Yes!
All right, good.
Okay.
I know residually what it is.
Okay.
You know, like, I didn't do my research about it, though, because this is your
And
episode.
that's another misconception I want to clear up. We never tell each other the stories that we're doing ahead of time.
We make it a point to tell either our parents or my sweet, amazing brother-in-law. That way, we make sure we're not researching the same thing at the same time. But
Right.
we haven't ran across that yet.
We haven't had now we did both do 2 axe murders on the same episode.
Okay, y'all.
2 completely different
That
axe
was not
murders.
planned.
That was not planned.
That was that sibling telepathy happening. We both walked in and like I saw it in your face because I recorded first that week because we batch record.
Yeah.
So we record 2 episodes at once. So I walked in and I was like, Katie, I'm talking to you this week about the New Orleans Axeman. And she just for a second was like, oh, okay. And I was like, what? All right. And then as soon as we cut, she was like, Caleb. And I was like, wait, what's going on? And she was like, I'm doing an axe murderer too. And I was like,
Clementine Barnabet, she was the first female Louisiana axe murderer because girls can do cool things too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I am a feminist.
Yes.
I was raised right.
All right, so we're gonna get into it. If you've listened to my style of storytelling, you know I have a little flair. I like to get people into the mood. So we're gonna set the scene.
All right.
Deep in the shadowy swamps of Louisiana, where the cypress trees loom like ancient sentinels. You know what a sentinel is?
No, I don't.
I didn't think you would. And the mist hangs thick. Whispers of this monster have echoed for generations. Is it a man? Is it a beast? Is it something in between? This monster is not from a bedtime story. It's the reason people lock their doors, burn sage, and never stray too far from the fire in the dark. What happens when that legend comes knocking? I was waiting for you to do sound effect.
For the audio listeners.
Nice. What happens when the eerie rustle in the reeds isn't just the wind, and the glowing red eyes are a lot closer than you think? Brace yourself, because this is not a tale for the faint of heart. Once you hear it, you might never look at the swamp the same way again. This is the story of Louisiana's werewolf, the Rougarou.
Oh, yeah!
Yes.
Let's honestly work.
Let's get into it. Because I am a good researcher and I got my good old graduate degree from Southeastern Louisiana University, I know how to research a paper, so here are my sources so I don't get sued.
Line up, baby.
A History Channel article written by Melinda Beck, the best in the biz, Melinda Beck. I have no idea who she is. Another History Channel article, can you tell what I watch all the time? Written by Joseph A. Williams, and an episode of a podcast called The Dark Parts, which
that's a good one.
is not an OnlyFans show. It's a true crime podcast.
Wait, that
was good?
was good.
Thank you.
That landed with the audience. That was good.
People say he's the funny one. I raised him. Okay. So I want to start before where we think the Rougarou starts. We've all heard of the Salem witch trials, right? We're familiar. Everybody's learned about the Salem witch trials. We've all read The Crucible or read the Spark Notes of the Crucible in high school. I loved that book. We're so different.
I did too. But wait, how are we tying the Rougarou back to the Salem witch trials?
So did you know that before the Salem witch trials, 200 years before exact, there were werewolf trials that took place in Europe where people were burned at the stake for being werewolves.
Okay, was it people, both genders, or just women?
So it was mostly men, but there were some women.
Equal rights, you know.
Girls do hard things too. But nearly 200 years before the Salem witch trials, there were courts actually convicting people of transforming into werewolves and, mutilating and eating children. Oh. I know this was a family-friendly podcast. This was as family-friendly as we could get.
Oh, my God.
So,
okay.
Between the 15th and 17th centuries, Europe had a wave of werewolf trials. Now, this was driven because people were superstitious. People explained weather phenomenon. People explained sickness. People explained things that they didn't understand through folklore. And so they were like, oh, you got angry and you punched me in the bar, you're a werewolf. You must be
possessed by the devil.
Correct.
And you're a werewolf. Okay, got it.
But what my research could find was that most of these people that were convicted were people who couldn't really defend themselves. So they were people who were poor or homeless or people who were immigrants to the area. Because what we're learning now is these people were just interrogated and tortured until they were like, okay, fine, I'm a werewolf, which you would crack within 5 minutes.
Oh, for sure. That's why I'm not in the military.
Yeah, we've been through that.
A round of applause for everyone who does not want me defending our nation. Thank you. Right.
Caleb would give up the codes to the nukes in 5 minutes.
This is where the nukes are. Please stop.
Yeah, so if you were arrested on threat of death and they were like, we know, I'll do it, we know you're a werewolf, you're like, woo, I am. You would.
At that point, how bad is the torture? Is it past tickling me, like tickling my feet while I'm tied up?
I think of, 1580s torture.
I'm about to make some people belly button because I'm outie. Outie.
You can't go without air conditioning, so I don't think you could take 1500.
I need amenities.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
But these witch trials, they blurred the lines of actual religion and folklore because, like I said before, people were trying to explain things that they didn't understand. So in the 1400s, werewolf accusations surfaced. In Switzerland in particular, hundreds of people, this is factual, were executed in 1428, and they were blamed for crop failures, infertility, and dead cattle.
Because they thought they were werewolves?
And a lot of people lost their lives or they lost their land, which I'm like, oh, how convenient. Where did that land go? It went to the local lord or French landowner.
Okay, look, I know we evolve and our intelligence gets better, but I would love to get a time machine and just go back for a second and be like, y'all go down in history as idiots. Mm-hmm. You're killing people because I think you're, my crops died, my neighbor's a
You
werewolf.
can do
That's
math.
gotta be it.
Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
I swear. Man.
So, this is a fun one. In 1521, a series of wolf attacks plagued a small village in France, and an inquisitor team was appointed by the Pope. Y'all heard of him? The Pope, to preside over several trials of alleged werewolfery.
Okay.
So 2 men named, and I'm sorry, I'm not French, Pierre Bourgeot and Michael Verdun, sure. They were 2 shepherds. They were put on trial because they were accused of being werewolves. After hours of interrogation and torture, they finally confessed, which of course they did. They claimed to have made a deal with a mysterious man dressed in black in exchange for food, that's you coded, and protection of their sheep. And they were given this magical ointment, this magical medicine that would turn them into wolves. It's like Ozempic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would confess to be a werewolf for some
You're like,
Ozempic.
me.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Please. These pants are a little tight.
Yeah. So, and then the men said that in their wolf form, they supposedly hunted, killed, and ate people, both men, convicted and burned at the stake.
Okay, but again, you're going on, like, you're being tortured. I will admit to, like, if you're torturing me, you can't threaten me with heaven. If you're torturing me, yes, God, send me on. Like,
don't threaten me with a party.
No.
Yeah.
I ain't here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time. Send me on.
Caleb, you know I love you, but Caleb really is useless.
I'm okay with the. I have said from day one, I am an indoor cat.
Yes.
I
Any other
don't-
indoor cats?
Yeah. My brother. Where's my brother?
My
There's my
husband is an
brother-in-law.
indoor cat.
You
Yes.
married my best friend.
I did. I did that on purpose. But Caleb, y'all know he scared himself one time as a kid?
Stop.
Like audibly?
That.
So picture it. Pumpkin Center, 1998.
No.
Caleb is actively hiding behind a door, waiting for me to come down the hallway to scare him. My mom and dad are here. This is a true story. He jumps out into the hallway to scare me, and he goes, "Rah! Oh, that was just me." Caleb's not defending our country in any way. Okay,
I'm okay with that.
Back to werewolves. So werewolf trials that happened after that were very similar. So
Okay.
everyone always said it was somebody dressed in black. They gave me this magical potion, or they gave me a...
Dressed in black and magical potion. It was Stevie Nicks.
I would take it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And
I would
supposed
too.
witnesses testified to seeing huge glowing eyes, long pointed teeth,
Okay.
and people running with superhuman speed. So anytime you go to Hammond Walmart, that's what you see. But it started to slowly evolve, and this didn't happen in one area. This happened all over the place. Here's another example.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Beast of Gévaudan?
No, because I
Okay.
don't visit any place I can't spell.
What is that from? I don't eat anything I
beauty
can't
shop.
spell.
I don't
Yeah.
eat something I can't spell. Well, you must be like the spelling bee champ.
Caleb's one of his favorite movies was Beauty Shop. As a kid.
It's Queen Latifah. I don't need to defend that movie.
No,
it's
you don't.
Queen Latifah.
You
I'm
don't.
not going to defend that for 1 second. It's Queen Latifah.
Yeah. And Kevin Bacon, actually.
I don't
randomly.
know. Queen Latifah. I don't know who.
So between 1764 and 1767, a creature called just the Beast ravaged the rural region of Gévaudan, so that's in France. 100 people were killed by some sort of animal, beast, werewolf. They never figured out what it was. The first recorded attack was on June 30th, 1764. This actually happened. You can look it up. When a 14-year-old shepherd girl, we love that, Jean Boulet, who's tending a flock of sheep, and she actually got away because guess what?
What?
Her sheep defended her.
Oh, you better work. Oh, my gosh. Then she said, bah, get out of my house.
Uh-huh.
Get out of my trailer park. You ain't
So
get my
she
owner.
was actually able to describe the beast to people that...
Oh, an eyewitness account.
Correct.
Oh, you better get into it. All right.
And so she said it was something that wasn't a typical wolf. It was as big as a horse. Remember that?
Okay.
Its coat was reddish gray. It had a long panther-like tail. Its head and legs had short hair, but it was like the color of a deer, so like reddish brown.
Okay.
What does this sound like to you?
Honey Island Swamp Monster.
No.
Which I know my people, Mr. Brent and Miss Cheryl, know all about, who are in the audience. Sounds like the Honey Island Swamp Monster a little bit to me.
Nope. It had.
Or you when you don't shave your legs.
We did posit that I actually might be the Honey Island Swamp Monster. Did y'all know he's a ginger?
I've never seen
That's a whole
my
other
sister
episode.
and the Honey Island Swamp Monster on camera at the same time. I'm just saying.
It might be me. But it also had long talons, and it had an echoing roar. So this is an official report that was in 1764. An officer of the law wrote, I want to do a French accent, but that's going to offend like
Please do it.
seven
Please do
different
it.
cultures.
Round of applause if we want a French accent. Good luck.
We, all who have written to me regarding the size of this animal agree that it is larger than a wolf. Some say it is a hyena. Others say a panther. Still others say, remember this name, a loup-garou. Remember that. Loup-garou, which I had to look this up. It was like French for like a lynx, panther kind of cat, okay? That is all I know for certain about this terrible animal.
I like the...
But that's Italian. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've been watching Peaky Blinders, and there's a lot of Italians in it. Sorry. But that word, loup-garou, is French for like a lynx. So that was a mix between like a cat, bobcat kind of animal-like creature.
Okay.
But this was when the term loup-garou was recorded for the first time. Loup with an L, garou. Okay. So let's talk about the etymology. Do you know what etymology is? I didn't think you did.
Do I look like I know what... I have a business degree. I did not go to school for words.
I don't know words. Well, guess who went to school for words? Me. And etymology is literally the study of language and words and how language evolves. So,
Okay. All right. Let's
are there
get
any
into
Harry
it.
Potter fans in here?
Wait.
No, don't ruin it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I get
everyone
it,
shout
I get
out,
it.
what was the name of the professor who transformed into a wolf?
Lupin.
Who said it? Raise your hand. Woo! Professor Lupin. Do y'all know what the word lupin literally means? No. Wolf. No. It means wolf.
Doesn't it make so much sense?
Okay. So
I thought I had a moment for a second. When you first said I'm sorry. I thought I had a moment. I was like, oh, Professor Lupin turned into a werewolf, blah, blah. I was so excited.
Well, it's important to me that you know Harry Potter is a work of fiction.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's not?
When I get to heaven, the Lord's going to let me live at Hogwarts.
I agree.
I've talked to the big man upstairs.
So the word lupin literally means wolf. So loup means wolf.
Yep.
Let's get into it.
All right, work.
Garou means to shapeshift. So the word loup-garou means someone who shapeshifts into a wolf. And now you're all smarter. Thank you, Gnarly Barley.
And Professor Lupin from Harry
Okay.
Potter was a Cajun.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
No, he wasn't. That would be cool if he was. But when the French people came down to Louisiana after the Louisiana Purchase, Lougarou over time evolved into Rougarou because of the way it was pronounced. So that's how we got the word. Rougarou is actually loup-garou. So you're welcome. Don't say you didn't learn anything from me ever. All right. Now, witnesses described this beast as an ambush hunter. Do you know what an ambush hunter is?
Like guerrilla warfare, hunting an animal? I don't know.
It's like they stalk their prey and sneak up on it and
and then
follow
they're
it.
like, wait. Ooh. Like,
Yes,
okay.
very
All right,
much.
got it,
Like
got
they
it.
don't just wait for something to pass in front of them. They like stalk and wait. Okay.
Oh, they're looking at that prey up on Facebook, Instagram, background check. They're waiting.
They're waiting. They do their research.
All right.
But to me, one of my favorite theories, because when I heard people describing this in the recorded attack in 1674, where she said it was like as big as a horse and it had reddish hair and a long tail and talons and this huge roar, to me, that sounds like a lion. Right?
Yeah.
And one theory that someone actually has is that this beast in these particular attacks was a lion that escaped from a rich French person's private zoo. And these village people had never seen a lion before. Like Wizard of Oz was not made yet. They'd never seen it. And so they were like, oh my God, it's a werewolf, because they'd never seen a lion. So I want you to imagine if something walked in here that none of us had ever seen. And
Rumi said, hold my JUCIFER.
Right.
I got to do something real quick.
Yeah, and how would we explain it? They were like, holy crap, this is a Rougarou, when a lot of historians think it was actually a very rich person's lion that accidentally escaped. So the moral of the story is don't have exotic animals unless you want a Netflix special and want to make millions of dollars like Tiger King.
Oh, when you put it that way.
All right, so let's get to Louisiana. We've been in France for a long time, so let's get into Louisiana. So eventually the French people began to immigrate to other parts of the world, including present-day Canada and the United States, and they brought their legends with them. So the Acadians are a particular group of French people who lived in the East Coast regions of New England and parts of Canada. But in 1710, those British, like they always
those British,
are on a conquest to take over this region, like always. And this was known as the Great Upheaval. Any history majors in here? Don't all talk at once. I was in class by myself a lot.
Katie, it was just us.
It was just us. The Great Upheaval. So the Acadians, these people were kicked out of their lands and forced to move south. Eventually they ended up in Louisiana. Why they picked the devil's butthole, I don't know.
Literally, it's hot. It's so humid.
It's so hot.
It's so humid, and I run hot, man.
Our food's great. It's fine. But they eventually ended up here, and that's how we get the word Cajuns from Acadiana. And after they seceded to Spain, Louisiana Purchase, we all on the same page. The governor allowed them to continue their religion, continue their practices, so their folklore and their culture lived on with them when they came to Louisiana. Right. So many of those Acadians settled in the Acadiana parishes, right? That's 22 parishes in our state, that's basically from here all the way to Texas. So the Lougarou, over the years, that legend never died and eventually became Rougarou. Right. Say it like you mean it. Say it with your chest.
Rougarou.
The Rougarou.
That felt good.
Ooh. Oh, we have some lovely visual aids that I Googled last night.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy them. And some of these are like old depictions from France of the Beasts of Gévaudan and things like that. I particularly like that one.
That's me going to the fridge at 2 a.m. to get some cheese.
Yes. To pay the cheese tax. So the Cajuns' version of the Rougarou is a little bit different than the French. The Rougarou is very bloodthirsty, but it is not 100% animal like it was in French. The Rougarou is a half man, half wolf, and it walked on hind legs.
Okay. No, that's... Oh.
And being a Rougarou was kind of seen as a curse. It was almost like how being a vampire is.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Oh,
I personally would like to be a vampire. I've never seen a vampire that didn't have fabulous work done on their face, fabulous skin, body 10 out of 10, lots of money,
you just
travel the
described
world.
Me. So
I'm down to be a vampire at all times.
I'm
However,
here to suck your blood, period.
But the Cajuns made it a little scary and a little darker. They told tales of a bloodthirsty, swamp-roaming creature with a human-like body, the head of a wolf. But parents also used this tale to keep their kids obedient. Okay?
Ooh,
do you remember a fairy tale about a wolf particularly? Anybody?
I do.
Who said Little Red Riding Hood?
That Juju, she got it.
That is based off of the Rougarou folklore. So Hans Christian Andersen, that tale was adapted from versions of French folklore. Because in Little Red Riding Hood, how she meets the wolf is she goes into the woods when she's not supposed to, when she's going to her grandma's house and she talks to the wolf. So it's to keep children obedient. Don't go into the woods, don't disobey me, or you will turn into a bloodthirsty half wolf, half man person.
That's a lot.
That's
for
a
the
lot.
Children
But no,
back in the day.
Our family had made up creatures.
Okay, our Paul Rich.
I know. I have my dad and my uncle are here. We had several pieces of family lore.
The banana tree.
The banana tree witch.
And then Paul Rich is dead. I think I'm still mad at him. God rest his soul.
The
one
gut grabber?
time I ran out to that banana tree because Paul Rich always
tell
said.
the story.
So my KK and my Paul Rich, they had this banana tree about 30 yards from their house, and every night me and my cousin Chase would sit out there with Pawpaw while he smoked 100 cowboy killers, and how I don't have secondhand smoke at this point, period.
We have it.
He would be like, look, if one of y'all run out and touch that banana tree and you can get back to me without the banana tree witch getting y'all, I'll give y'all a Yankee dime, which I thought was money. It was not. It was just like a hug and a kiss on the cheek from your grandpa.
Yep.
Like,
So-
I've been about that money since I was born. So finally, I worked the nerve up. I ran out, came back, was like, Pawpaw, I did it, period. And he said, love you. And I was like, that's it?
Yeah, you're like, I hate it here. Banana tree witch, gut grabber. What was the other one? The gobnobber.
The gobnobber. And the Zuki tail cat.
They kept us in line. They would say, don't go here, don't go there, they'll get you. That's where a lot of this
did.
folklore originates,
They
is to
did.
keep people in line. Okay, but again, in Cajun folklore, it's seen as a curse, and you're condemned to roam the swamps in this form until you can pass this curse to somebody else.
So it really is shameful.
Yes.
It is.
So
Okay.
according to the legend, here's how you break the curse. So let's pretend that you are a Rougarou,
All right,
and you're tired of it, you're over it. And so
Obviously.
you're ready to be a human. So what you have to do is get someone else to cut you with a knife,
Oh,
okay?
Okay.
And then once you are cut and you start actively bleeding and
I
you
don't
start,
like needles or blood. This is
well then
definitely not knives.
we got to keep going. There's several steps.
Okay. All right. Push through.
Then once you start to shapeshift, you have to loudly yell out your name at the person.
Okay.
I'm not even joking.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And then once you do those two things, you will turn back into a human. However, you will be buck naked.
I'm okay with that as long as I can finally shower.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'd have
I
to
get my
like
amenities back.
slice
I'll be naked.
Caleb, yell,
Caleb Lane Morse.
and then naked, and then you have
Work.
to run away and go find clothes. So that's
Hey,
literally
I know a
what
lot of
people said you had to get
people.
rid of
Yeah.
it. Here's how you prevent a Rougarou attack if you're nervous. Here's how you prevent it. Get out your notes.
Hey Siri, add this to my notes.
Okay. 1, you can place 13 pennies or rocks on your front porch because guess what? The Rougarou is stupid. He can't count past the number 12.
Oh, that makes it feel.
I know, I kind of feel sorry for him. But he'd be like 10, 11, 12, crap. 1, 2,
Wait, no,
3.
stop. I'm starting to feel bad for him. Wait, that's
So
sad.
they can't count past the number 12, so it would become confused, and it would literally spend all night counting. And then once the sun comes up, it wouldn't want anybody to see it, so it would run away.
I spent all night counting from the grades kindergarten till I graduated
Not first
with my
grade. Our
business
first grade
degree.
teacher is here. It started in second grade.
Not first grade.
We had a great first grade teacher.
We did.
There
But,
she is.
Man, math was never my thing. I get it.
Yeah.
I sympathize with the Rougarou.
Or you can place a colander on your porch, and it will try to count the holes in it. So very similar. Once it gets to 12, it's like, crap, start over.
well, at
1,
least you
2.
get like some mild cheddar after that.
Yeah. That's not a colander. It's important to me that you know what a colander is.
That's what you grate cheese out of.
No, it's not. Mom and Dad, I'm really sorry. Okay. A colander is what you drain noodles in.
Well, I get pasta. I'm okay with it.
A cheese grater is what you grate cheese
Oh,
with.
that's right. That's right. Okay. So I get pasta. I'm okay with it.
So, Caleb's the Rougarou. 11, 12, crap. 1. That's you.
I have a business degree. I work in
You
finance.
do people's insurance. Oh,
my
God. And you
Call
also
me.
have to follow the rules of Lent. So all my good Catholics out there, the Rougarou is actually
Oh.
a very big part of your religion.
I'm Baptist, so I'm not
Can't
the
relate.
Rougarou.
But the church-going folks will stop at nothing to scare us into obedience. We know that. And that's actually in Cajun folklore, that a punishment in the Catholic culture is anybody who did not follow the rules of Lent would become a Rougarou for 7 years.
That's
How many of y'all would be a Rougarou right now? Yeah. What good Catholics you all
I
are.
could pay off my car in that amount of time.
You're also, here's the
Oh,
last
man.
part, you're never supposed to look the Rougarou in the eyes. Because, okay, what?
If they've got a good credit score and TSA pre-check and life insurance and no family, I would be willing to negotiate.
You're like, wait a minute.
What's the credit score of the
What's the credit score of the Rougarou? Depends on who it is.
D.
We can find that out.
High credit
Yeah.
score TSA pre-check.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure to check into that. So don't look into the eyes because it can see into your soul, and they said that that's how also you can pass
I can
the
wear
curse.
sunglasses. It's fine.
Okay. You
That's
could
good.
you can
Yeah.
have him like you and the Rougarou can go on a yacht and like do all that crazy stuff.
Whatever they want to do, it's fine.
And well, what I love too.
I just need money.
What I love too is that they said that female Rougarous and male Rougarous look different. Like you could tell the difference. Like you
Work.
could tell,
All
like,
right.
oh, that's a lady Rougarou, and they'd be like, wah, wah, wah,
Yes.
see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that
yes.
you could be like, hold on,
Hold on. Wait a second.
what's the credit score? You
Yeah.
know. All right, let's get
I like
into some
that.
real
I like
life
that.
encounters.
Okay.
Over the years, stories have evolved, but the general idea of the Rougarou has lived on. So let's discuss some people who say they've actually seen the Rougarou. Okay. One account I found was a little old Cajun man who recalled that when he was young, he heard a piercing howl one night when he was walking in the swamp. We're not even paying y'all. Thank you so much.
Good.
He began to panic and he started to walk quickly, and he clutched the knife that he's always carried with him. Do you always carry a knife?
Do I
No,
look
you
like
don't.
I carry a knife? I have mace on my keychain though, period.
He scanned the bushes for movement, and he couldn't help but feel like the sound of rustling leaves was following him as he got closer to his house.
I'm kind of scared.
And he
Now
feared
we
that he
think
was
you
being
will.
chased by the Rougarou. He caught a glimpse of his front porch lights in the distance, so he got excited. He's like, I'm almost home, right? But then the rustling behind him stopped. And he's
Okay.
like, oh, okay, I'm good. It was nothing.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, from the bushes leapt a huge creature with glowing eyes and snarling teeth. And he only
It
had
was Dad.
No. He only had a second to react, so he swiped his knife across the beast's
Oh, sorry,
chest.
Dad.
Sorry, Dad. And he heard it cry like an injured dog and fall over into some bushes. He's like, okay, great, I've killed it. It's over in the bush. It gets better.
Okay.
It's over in the bushes. He quickly stumbled to his feet and tiptoed to the bushes, hoping to find the dead body of the animal. But instead, guess what he found? A naked man crying in the fetal position,
Okay. All right.
bleeding from a long scratch across his chest.
Damn.
And then this man, before the young man could say anything, this old man jumps to his feet and screamed, Leroy, and ran away.
Oh, that's my cousin. I'm just kidding. Wait. Oh.
Because he was trying to get rid of the curse.
You have to say your name after.
Exactly.
Oh.
So, and I loved finding
Leroy
that
was a Rougarou.
because it verified the claims that I saw in the other article, because this
Okay.
guy was like, he yelled his name at me, and I'm like, oh, why? And it was because he was trying to get rid of his curse.
Because if you cut me, I'm not saying Caleb.
But yeah,
And
but
run
I mean, a
away. I
naked
promise.
man like jumping out of the bushes and yelling Leroy is like, that's normal here.
That's a Thursday night for me leaving Gnarly Barley. Me naked leaving out the.
That's a normal night in Robert. You know what I mean? So it's
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Sorry, Brother Mike. Just kidding.
Brother Mike is our pastor. If you ever hear us
If you ever hear
referencing
me say,
someone
"Sorry,
named
Brother
Brother
Mike,"
Mike,
Brother
he is
Mike
the
is our
pastor of Grace
pastor.
Baptist Church, and we have been told he listens to this. So again, sorry, Brother Mike.
It's all joke. We're bathing in his blood. Bathing in his blood.
So we're coming towards the end. So the Rougarou today is a living legend, right?
Right.
It's one of those pieces of Louisiana folklore that has lived on through hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's really kind of stayed true to the legend itself.
Right.
But what I find is that the different nuances of each tale kind of depends on the family that you're in or who
Right.
tells you the story.
Or the region of Louisiana you're in, too.
Correct.
And that's what I love about Louisiana. is
Right.
You can go 50 miles up the road, something's completely different. Like, some of my friends down in Lafayette, I need subtitles for them. Oh, Lafayette and Thibodeau?
Yeah. Did you know that there's a Rougarou festival in Houma?
I did know that.
Has anybody been to the Rougarou festival?
Oh.
All right, put in a good word for us. We messaged them last week.
We might be there.
We're hoping to be the host of some events at the Rougarou Festival in 2025. It's huge. So spam their accounts and get us at the Rougarou Festival in October. I'm also told there's a ball and you get to dress in swamp chic. So like I can wear a camouflage dress or something.
Oh, that's Dad every time he goes. Look, Dad's in swamp chic right now.
Yeah. Dad's also wearing our big bad boot merch. Dad, do a little twirl
Dad,
for everybody,
do a little
please.
twirl. Ow! Yeah! Wait, let's get another hand clap for Papa Kelly. That was good. Y'all have no idea how uncomfortable that just made that man.
People are like, how are y'all so outgoing? Where do you get it from?
It is
That
sad.
one. And then, how are you both so smart and charming and beautiful? Our mom. There we go.
Dad, too. Dad's
Yeah.
pretty smart.
Yeah.
People usually say, where do you get your looks from? It's a mixture of both. Why are you so, like, kind of crazy? It's my mom. If I ever get in a bar fight, I'm calling
Call Abby.
Abby, Stacy Hill, my Aunt Haley, maybe Jennifer Davis. I don't know. Call my people.
But if you are interested in some Big Bad Boot merch, you can scan one of the codes when they come up. My dad is modeling one of the shirts tonight. We have hats, tote bags, koozies, long sleeve, short sleeve. We have kids shirts.
Yes, we have kid sizes now. That's
Okay?
a new thing. Come
so
on.
please, for the love of God, buy some merch and help me pay my mortgage. So let's wrap this sucker up.
All right.
So whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the Rougarou endures as a part of Louisiana's culture and identity. And I actually wrote this. I did not chat GPT this, so listen.
Grab my hand, grab my hand. I'm so proud of you.
Okay? And for those who dare to venture into the swamps at night, heed this warning. Stay alert.
Okay.
Keep your eyes sharp. Trust your instincts.
Okay.
You have none. You may just be the next one to glimpse into the Rougarou's glowing eyes and feel its presence, or worse, become its latest victim. Dun dun dun.
Stop looking at me. That's, yeah. I live
And that is the story of the Rougarou, Louisiana's werewolf. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Was that good?
That was good. That was good.
When we were trying to decide who was going to take the reins on this, Caleb was like, "So you're going to do it, right?"
Yeah.
You're going to.
Our producers are like, so who wants that? I was like, Katie, right?
Katie's
right.
going to do it.
Katie, yeah.
So now we have time for some audience questions. Now, before we start, let me preface, we
Wait.
are what?
I might have been saying what you're going to say, but there are stupid questions.
Yes.
Contrary to what your teachers told you, there are stupid questions. If you ask us one, you will get a stupid answer, and it will live in infamy.
This is
on
being
the Big Bad Boot
recorded.
podcast. So don't ask a stupid question. I got
Yes.
you.
So,
I
like,
got
don't
that
ask
Irish
us,
woman
like,
up front.
how babies are made or anything crazy. Like, you know, keep it family-oriented. There's some kiddos and some puppies here, so, you know. All right, my man Jonathan in the purple hat and purple shirt is going to bring a microphone. So we have some time for like 4 or 5.
Hi, what's your name,
Please
ma'am?
introduce yourself. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. How are you? Okay. Do you need to talk about it later? Are you okay?
Maybe.
Okay.
My question, I don't like that. My question, who is your favorite singer?
Wait,
Wait,
say
say it
that,
again?
say it a little bit louder.
Can you not hear me?
No, we can't. Just say it louder.
Who is your favorite serial killer?
Oh,
Ooh.
And you can't pick the same person.
okay.
Oh, God, I have to think. Wait.
No favorite singer.
Please.
Okay, so
Oh, I got mine. If you take it, I swear.
I am not going to take
Okay,
it.
good.
So my favorite serial killer, it's technically not a serial killer, but my favorite is John List, the List murders. If you're bored, Google that. So this was a businessman who, I think this was in like the 30s or 40s. He had a huge house and he had a thriving business, a huge family, and he got into debt and was too scared to tell his family that he lost his job. And he ended up doing bad things to his entire family. And he went off and created a whole new life and married another person and had more kids.
Where was he from?
I want to say Massachusetts, but don't quote
never
me
mind.
on that.
Okay, all right. That's fine.
But he decided to create a whole nother family and start over. But what they learned, they finally caught him years later. But what they learned is that in his big fancy house, he had this huge Tiffany chandelier in his living room. And that if he would have just sold his Tiffany chandelier, he would have gotten out of debt and could have never done any of that. So that is my favorite. Very intuitive question. Thank you so much. Caleb, I knew you weren't going to have mine.
No. Okay.
He's so
no,
basic.
I'm not clock the shade, first of all. Acting like I don't know my serial killers. I'm a co-host of a true crime podcast. So my favorite serial killer probably is Derek Todd Lee because I'm convinced that our mother had a run-in with him.
Which we'll talk about eventually. We have her permission.
Yeah, there's going to be an episode about that, but I'm like 99.99% sure that Derek Todd Lee did have a run-in with my mom. And
guess who's still here? Abby.
Let me tell you something about Dusty Adams Morris.
So, yeah.
But he was a Baton Rouge-based serial killer, so he's from
And
our
please
home
know
state.
that when we say it's our favorite, we're not like excited
Oh
about
no, I'm
any
not
of
okay
this.
with it, obviously. But
Okay.
he's fun to study because he's from the area, and with any serial killer, I find it interesting, and I don't want that to come off bad either, because one of my favorite things to study is the Holocaust, and it's not because it's fun to study, it's because I am truly interested as to why a human can be that hateful to another human.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to get into what mental sickness you have. You get what I'm saying? So it's just, it's something that piqued my interest because he was from Baton Rouge, which is right up the road.
Well, and a lot of people here, like, remember when he was active.
Yeah, because he was in the, early 90s, I
in
think?
the 2000s.
Oh, 2000s. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Great
yeah,
question,
Mom and Dad were
Aaron.
married,
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you
Okay,
so much,
who's
Aaron.
next? Oh, we had somebody right here.
Okay.
I love your hair. Redheads are awesome.
I feel on the spot now. So it's about today's episode. So you said that you can tell the difference between female and male rougarous and how male birds are more attractive because they have to attract the female birds. I was curious, do you like does history tell us that male rougarous are better looking, or we don't know this yet?
So let me preface this. When I was looking up images of the Rougarou, there are some people who make some fan art of sexy Rougarous.
Oh my! No,
And
wait,
I'm
wait,
not
wait,
even
wait.
kidding.
Like fan fiction?
Yes,
Fanfic
like
for the
like
Rougarous?
like Rougarous with abs and like,
Oh my gosh.
and I'm like, Deviant Art or whatever, y'all know that website. I was like, where am I at? What is my life? But they said that female Rougarous were a lot smaller, and they had lighter fur. And I say this is what Wikipedia told me.
The all-knowing.
The all-knowing Wikipedia. But generally, from what I could find, females were smaller and had lighter fur.
That was a good question.
But that was a great question.
Round of applause. That was
Yeah.
a good one. That was a good one.
Who's
Thank
next?
You. Katie.
Oh.
All right. That's my friend Katie. And Katie, do you know
And
how
she spells it like me, doesn't she?
K-A-T-I?
K-A-T-I.
No E. K-A-T-I. Hold the E, please.
What is your favorite episode?
Favorite episode that we've done so far?
Okay. Oh, I know mine.
Go ahead.
Okay, so mine is Charity Hospital because it shows the grit and gumption of Louisiana. Because I've always said the world needed a group of people that could go through something horrible and crazy and come out the other end stronger and more prideful. So God made a Cajun.
Yep.
And the episode about Charity Hospital just showed that Louisiana went through this horrible tragedy that was Hurricane Katrina. And if you go listen to that episode, I challenge y'all, if you haven't listened to it yet, listen to Charity
Yeah.
Hospital without crying, and I'll give you.
Caleb did a
you $10.
fantastic job on that episode. Like, that was a heavy hitter, and that was sometimes like really, but it was so like uplifting and
It was.
and
It
inspiring.
shows because I find this weird sense of pride every time a hurricane hits. When you walk outside, no one has power, and I remember with one of our recent hurricanes, it wasn't Francine, but
Was
me
it
and
Ida?
Dad. It might have been Ida. Me and Dad went outside on a golf cart and was helping our neighbor. Dad got on a chainsaw and was cutting down limbs so a neighbor could get through. And I remember thinking, that's when Louisiana shines, right?
Right.
Like when we get faced with such destruction, that's when we come through and we show that we're
Yeah.
here. Because I remember I
Just
always...
like after New Year's Eve, right?
Right. I
Right.
always post before a hurricane hits us, the United States is about to get reminded how strong Louisiana is.
Yeah.
And I just love that story because it showed the gumption and the grit of Louisiana itself, because we really do know how to come through and get through a hardship. So it
And that was just
an
one little
uplifting
thing.
episode.
Yeah. That was
You
just
know what I
one
mean?
little story of all the hundreds of stories that happened during Katrina.
Right.
So it's hard for me to top that because now mine's
Yeah,
going to
good luck.
sound lame.
Sorry, didn't mean to stun on you that hard.
But my favorite is Bonnie and Clyde. That was my favorite episode that we did.
All right, that was a good one.
That was a great one because a lot of people don't know that Bonnie and Clyde is actually Louisiana history because they
And
were.
shout out to Abby Harper right out there.
Oh, our friend Abby Harper actually went out to the Bonnie and Clyde Museum and sent us some pictures, but they are technically Louisiana history because that's where they were shot down here in Louisiana a lot. But I love their story, and I've always loved Bonnie and Clyde. I think it's because I love Faye Dunaway, but that's a different story. So.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Oh, same.
Great question. I think we have time for like 1 to 2 more. I see you, Mr. Joe, back there. He's in the Gnarly Barley. Oh, sorry. Did you have one?
Wait,
Okay.
KA's got one out there.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hi.
So, what's your favorite gnarly barley brew? And
Oh!
what does it take before you think a Rougarou is sneaking up on you?
Good question. So he said, what's your favorite? So my personal favorite is the House Marg. That's what I'm drinking.
Okay.
Because I love margaritas in general,
Yes.
but I love the House Marg. It's a great like day drinking beer. It's a good beach
my favorite
or
activity.
pool beer. So House Marg is my personal favorite. But I'm a goody two shoes, so I usually never drink more than like 2 or 3.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know.
My favorite.
I'm the
is-
oldest and I follow rules.
I never
Now
have.
this one is a degenerate, so his answer is going to be different.
So, my favorite right now. I'll start with my longtime favorite.
Yeah.
Strawberry Catahoula Common.
Yeah.
Has had my heart in a chokehold for a while, but I'm not just saying this for the hype. Like, we came for our mic check today, and I got a little sample of the double JUCIFER.
The new
and I was
double
like,
JUCIFER. Who's trying the new double
Oh, come
JUCIFER?
on.
It's yummy. It'll kick you in the butt.
I told Zach, I was like, dude, this might be my thing. So I think right now, double JUCIFER might be my thing.
Nice. Okay.
It might be.
Thank you for that question. KA, we'll let you be our last question. Or 2 more, and then KA. Go ahead.
My question is, do you work with us?
Wait, what is
I can't hear you.
Wait, what?
What is this? What's happening? Okay.
Wait, what'd you say?
What is this?
What'd you say? We couldn't hear you.
The Gnarly Barley Cult?
Oh my God.
There's a such thing?
I've never joined a cult before. What is
Yes,
it?
my dream is coming true. I want to join a cult so bad.
What is this? What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
All right, this is a Juniper
Okay.
German dynasty.
Do I unwrap it? Is it a firework? Like, okay.
Okay.
Oh God, wait.
It looks like a little bottle of Tabasco.
Even worse, it's a bottle
Oh,
of
great.
Wait, is
I
it a
don't-
shot? Okay. Oh God, Katie.
I told y'all I was a rule follower. This isn't going to go well.
First of all,
pack for me. We turn them
Kate-
into prizes.
Katie can't take shots. Oh God.
Go ahead and test tips.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry, Mom and Dad.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Mom and
Brother
Dad.
Mike. What is this?
And then go ahead.
I love y'all so much. That was terrible.
Oh. This isn't gin. This is motor oil. That was sweet.
I am honored. I'm hurting a little.
Okay.
It's Rougarou blood. God.
I'm into it. Oh, sorry.
Thank
for
you
the
so
mic.
much.
Okay.
I really mean it.
Well, we're in a cult.
We're in a cult. Yeah. Do I get a T-shirt? That's all that would take. That's all it would take to get me in a cult. A good Comfort Colors T-shirt. That's it.
And Comfort Colors
That's
is what we
Comfort
provide
Colors,
with our
by the way,
shirts
is
on
the
our
only
merch
shirts that
store.
we have in our merch. So only the best for our
Please,
people.
for the love of God,
Speaking
buy
of
our
our merch, Romano Promo, where are you at? Romano Promo.
Romano Promo,
does all
where
of our
are you?
merch. We love
Make
you
some
guys.
noise.
They also have the photo booth here,
Pixie.
so please go take a picture in the photo booth over here to my left, the Pixie photo booth that they provided here tonight, because we love to have the memories of your beautiful faces. All right, last question from
K.A.
the lovely K.A.
Speaking of merch, is there any Big Bad Boot beanies in the future?
Yes, there will be.
We love suggestions, so I love that. Big Bad Boot, we want a beanie. Okay, noted.
Dog merch.
Would love dog merch. Oh,
I
okay.
think-
Can I ask for help on something?
Yes.
Only if, we'll do dog merch, only if my husband agrees to let us get a dog.
Oh, don't back my No, wait. Everybody stop. Do not back my brother-in-law into a corner like that. Don't do that. No.
My husband doesn't want me to be happy, no.
No.
Yes, we will have dog merch because one of our first events that we did, we were the judges at a dog fashion show, and it was so much
And
fun.
I just recently, I've never had like a little like puppy ever, and I just recently dog sat for my now fur nephew, Teddy.
whose
AKA
parents are here tonight. We're
Yes.
Brittany and Oren. Hi, they're taking pictures. So Caleb
Theodore Roosevelt Marino.
So we've got beanies, dog merch. Any other suggestions
I
for
would
merch?
also.
Stickers. Romano Promo,
We
are
have
you
stickers,
taking notes?
yes.
All right.
This,
All right.
I would honestly say, with our climate, I think we should do dog merch quicker than we should do beanies.
Let's do dog merch. You've got it.
Who wants dog merch? All right. Let's do dog
All right,
merch.
buddy, let's wrap this sucker up. So let's do some housekeeping. First of all, I got to say some thank yous. Number one, thank you to Romano Promo. We love you guys. Thank
Can I
you.
do one?
Pixie photo booth. Please go take pictures in the photo booth.
Thank you to God and our parents. Mom
Thank
and
you.
Dad, we literally would not be here without you. And
Hey,
kudos
guess
to
what?
Mom and Dad for raising such funny, attractive people. Oh my God, y'all did great.
How
really knocked it out the park.
How easily do y'all rest at night knowing?
Outkicked your coverage
God.
on these two, for sure.
I mean, we didn't just did it the one. You could have just had me and bought a dog, and it'd have been great.
Well, no. Their rough draft was cute. But their final draft was great.
Oh.
So, just saying.
First edition, second edition. Thank you.
Whatever.
Also, thank you so much to Gnarly Barley. We love you
y'all.
guys.
Round of applause. Zach and Carrie, y'all have been with us since literally
day one.
Before day one.
Yeah.
Before we launched.
We told them we
reached
were
out.
starting a podcast, and they said whatever
How
you
can
need.
we help? What can we do? Zach and Carrie, wherever you are in this mass of people, we love y'all so much.
Yep.
If you told me to go outside and shake my butt naked, I would do it at
You
this
do that
point.
for free.
I mean, sometimes I do. I don't know. But we love y'all so much. Thank
And
y'all
thank you
so
to
much.
Jonathan, who's part of their staff. He helped set up all of this.
And Mallory.
I'd also like to thank Lettuce Media, who is our production company, Mallory is here tonight. We love you, Mallory. She edits our show and makes us sound like we're half intelligent and coherent.
And an extra shout out to Jonah and his wife Bree. Jonah was here today, guys. He was here today, 4 hours ago, setting this up. Him and his wife.
His wife is in like active labor.
She's in active labor right now.
Right now. Our producer was here doing a sound check at 4 o'clock today, and his wife is like now in active labor. So
Yes.
that's
welcome
how.
new baby.
Hopefully, new baby for Jonah and Bree. So they'll be listening to this like hopefully in the next few days. Hopefully not like in the next 6 hours.
Right.
But Mallory, thank you so much for coming in and being a rock star. Y'all make us sound like we know what we're talking about. So we're going to wrap it up with...
Wait, I have one more
go
thank
ahead.
you. Thank you to all of y'all.
Please, yes.
Thank y'all so... Oh, you too. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Me and Katie are still, like... We came to do our mic check today, and I walked in, and I saw the stage, and Katie got here, and I was like, oh, my God. Like...
What if no one comes?
People are coming here to listen to us. Like, what did we do? Reverse.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? But y'all really showed out, and I'm having like a you like us, you really like us moment.
Really like
and
us.
It warms my heart.
Thank
I love
you.
y'all so much. We cannot thank y'all enough.
Please keep
for coming
supporting
out
the
tonight.
podcast. We're a completely self-funded podcast. We both still have day jobs. So the best way that you can support us is simply by downloading every episode. It is completely free. That is a huge help to us with the almighty algorithm.
Yeah.
That's how Apple and Spotify and all of those software gods decide how they kick out new shows to new listeners. So if you can do anything, download every episode.
Tell your
I mean,
friends.
listen to it, of course, and like
Tell your
it. But tell
friends.
your friends, follow us on social. We're, again, completely self-funded. We're having a blast. This has been a dream of ours for a long time. We literally cannot believe there are this many people here to listen to us yell into a microphone. So,
Right. And thank you, Katie. I love you.
don't make me cry. Okay. All right. All right, so we're going to end with our tagline. So if you've listened to the podcast, you know the tagline. So I will start it, you will finish it. So remember, God made you. Rougarou too. Be
So
kind to one another. Bye.
Bye.
Not crying.
The Big Bad Boot is produced by Lettuce Media and edited by Mallory and Jonah.
Our music was produced by Macro Tracks. Our super cool logo was designed by AWC Graphics. And our sense of humor and childhood trauma was sponsored by Kelly and Abby Morse.